everyone, welcome to my channel, to my community. Welcome back. It's always nice to have you here. If you are new, I'm High Priestess Elif. I am a medium and I channel my message. We are taking a look at channeling your person if your person is Aquarius. We're looking at answering a few questions for you if you have an Aquarius in your life, or energetically there is a connection. If you have a tie to an Aquarius and you are wanting answers, then this could be your reading. Okay, so we are channeling your Aquarius, their energy. Okay, asking specific questions, answering specific questions for you so that you can receive guidance and insight into exactly what is happening with your person. Right, so they could have Aquarius in sun, moon, or in rising. Okay, this could be your message. If you stumbled upon this video, your guides and keepers have led you here. There might be some very important answers to your questions that you can receive through this reading. All right, so everything that I say in my readings, from the beginning until I finish, is me channeling. I have spirit in my ear. I have spirit giving me impressions, messages about your situation. And so I always ask that you keep an open mind. It is a collective general reading. Not everything is going to resonate with you. Okay? But take a few deep breaths. Settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and your keepers to guide you, to help you to know and to recognize which parts of the message the reading is actually for you. It'll resonate in your energy without a doubt. Don't try and make anything fit, okay? That doesn't fit. It's not going to serve. You've entered a sacred space. The archangels in the north, south, east, and west have their flame burning. I start all of my readings with a meditation in which I open a channel for remote healing in the area of love and relationship for my subscribers. Wherever you may have blockages, so whilst you're listening to this reading, watching this video, you are tapped into that channeled message. If you are not yet a subscriber and you like my energy, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Guys, thank you so much for your support. You supporting my channel, your comments, your likes, your donations. Those of you who have reached out for personal readings, I am honored that you have chosen me to guide you through your process wherever you may find yourself at this moment in time. We do have a problem with scammers, so please keep in mind that I only do bookings for any of my services via my email account, which you will find in the description box below. It is info@evolvewithelif.co.za. Okay, so if your person is an Aquarius, this could be your message. Right, let's begin. I think that's all. Anything else that I should add to this intro? Let's begin, guys. Okay, so you might have been watching your Aquarius, some of you watching from a distance, some of you just observing and noticing that they've been a little bit different. A little bit extra, bit more out there, going out more, partying more, socializing more, posting more, expressing themselves more. And you're wondering what this is about. It's just a phase that they are going through. Your Aquarius is going through a phase of reaching for excessive states of freedom. And for those of you who are not in contact, Spirit is saying this is why, because the idea of being emotionally tied to someone else, being emotionally responsible towards someone else in a relationship or in a connection, feeling that they need to explain themselves or answer questions or to find or force harmony with another person, goes against the freedom that they are trying to obtain currently. This Aquarius is reaching for freedom in every aspect and area of their life. Okay? That means that they may come across as quite selfish, hard-headed about their opinions and how they see things. This is a period in which your person simply wants to honor what feels right for them. Even if it doesn't feel completely right, they'd rather risk that and risk upsetting others than to allow themselves to be oppressed in any form. It is a phase in which they are reaching for higher levels of love. And the only journey and the only pathway to that is through self. Okay, so they want peace. And your person has come to the personal realization that in order to obtain peace, they need to ruffle some feathers. They have to obtain inner peace first, and those who stick around and who can respect that, they will be able to then find peace automatically with them up ahead. But they are trying to establish the foundation of peace, inner peace, and that means honoring self. That means honoring their own truth. That means ruffling some feathers. This phase is taking them to a new pathway, to a new aspect of self, new realizations, new opportunities, meeting new people, new ways of seeing those who in their lives who they value. I do see your person having new opportunities in relationship, people recognizing them, people recognizing their efforts, them being recognized for the work that they do, the effort that they make, the impact that they are wanting to make. And for it being favorable in the area of career, lots of opportunities and recognition in the workplace, in their business, in their career, in their workplace, whatever that may be. Okay. Right. So, thank you, Spirit. Let's take a look at... And Spirit is saying, for those of you who are wondering, because your person seems to be so focused on work and whatever it is they're doing, the dance that they're doing, if they're even thinking about love and relationships, Spirit is saying yes. At the heart of it, that is what they are reaching for. But your person has tried many paths, many methods, and have found them to be dissatisfactory or an unhappy or unpleasant destination. And so now they're just trying a different path, and the path that they are trying is through self, which I believe is always the best way to go. And if you are a vibrational match to your person and you line up with that, then you will meet up ahead at the right time in a way that honors both of you. Now, how can you be a vibrational match to your person if they are focused on themselves and they are prioritizing their pathway, their journey through through honoring of self, through finding inner peace first, and you are not doing that, then you will not be a vibrational match to them. If those outside of you are your focus, like your person, for example, then you will not be a match energetically. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So let's take a look at what's happened in the past year to bring you guys to this point where you're at, what is at the base of your person's energy, and what is unseen, okay, by you. Okay, so what's the background here? Okay, lots of happiness, lots of fun, lots of good times, lots of abundance between the two of you. Very, very sacred connection. Lots of creative energy. This is very, very strong soulmate connection. Could be twin flame connection. I can't say at this point. Obviously I need to look at the rest of the message that comes through. However, there's a lot of joy here. The two of you experienced one another in a way that you had not met with yourself in any other relationship. It's as if your inner children came out to play together, recognized one another, and just had the most fun. You could be yourself unapologetically with this person and them with you. And so you are wondering why now you are at this point where it seems as though their journey is going in a direction that does not include you. And I can understand how it can look that way when someone is doing them. And we have this general relationship construct where we believe that you should want to be with someone else. There should be a need to be with the person. There should be a desire to be with the person, and need being the basis. The time that we're living in at the moment, the age of Aquarius, and us having gone through this mass awakening, and many still waking, and us going through various levels constantly of elevating frequency. We did not come here to have your conventional 3D concept of relationship. We came here whole, understanding that we are whole, understanding that the lover we seek is and lives within, and always has been and always will be. We've come here knowing that high vibrational love, pure, true love, unconditional love, the kind of love that exists regardless of the conditions, regardless of whether that person acknowledges or validates you today or not, regardless of whether or not that person classifies you and gives you a particular position in their life, regardless of whether or not somebody acknowledges you. Your love is unconditional. You are unconditional love. You are the love that you experience in relation to other people. You do not get to experience love through the relationship with someone else. You are the love that you get to be in relation to another person. It's different. And so it doesn't matter where they are on their journey. It doesn't matter whether they're in alignment or not on any particular day. It doesn't matter what their process looks like right now. The love is unconditional. You are whole, and you continue to dance wherever you are on your journey. We don't take offense because you are not here by my side, and so I feel abandoned or I feel unappreciated. I am appreciation. I am worthy. I am whole. I do not need to be validated. I understand that I am the love that is us. It's different. This is the age of Aquarius, and so your Aquarius is at the heart of the times that we live in. This is someone that is evolved. This is someone that is growing constantly, and you have to be evolved and in your personal power constantly lining up with the bigger version of yourself to be a vibrational match to your person. Just because as the path has progressed, you are not playing side by side, does not mean that the sun is not there anymore. The sun comes out every day. Some days we stop and actually acknowledge it. Most days we don't. But we know it's there. And this is the level of maturity that we've come here to evolve towards. To acknowledge and expand and to help others to recognize. But we first have to embrace it in every aspect of our existence in love. At the base of your person's energy is, this is a king. Male or female, this is a king. Your person absolutely has the capacity and is in constant love, energy of love, energy of agape love, constantly having their heart center open. But they want to be loved and accepted unconditionally the way they are. Not to have to meet certain demands that rise up depending on what society has decided is acceptable to make you feel secure in your experience with them today. This is a very evolved person. It is an evolved relationship, and so you have to allow your connection to be honored with an evolved mindset and an evolved energy. Your person loves you, emotionally open and available to you, wanting to offer you agape love, real love, the kind of love in which you feel so free, the kind of love in which you get to be whoever you are on any given day and it is enough. That's what your person wants to offer you. That's what you've been asking for. That's what this relationship has come to teach you. But this is not someone that once is going to be bent, molded. Let me explain something to you. Your person has done lots of work. Your person has done lots and lots of work. They've gone through layers and layers and layers of awakening, evolution, and process. Your person knows who they are and they are happy with who they are and where they are. If this is not your person, then this is not your reading. Then perhaps you need to check your person's other placements and go and look at those readings. But the person that I am channeling here has done a lot of work. They've come to a place where they have decided that whoever they are today is always going to be enough for them, and they are going to, through that filter, show up in the best possible way that they can with self-love, self-acceptance and appreciation. And criticism and judgment and distrust from others is not something that they are going to entertain, because they do a lot of work not to harbor that and entertain that in relationship with themselves. This is someone that wants you to trust that they have done their work and to release your fears, to release your doubts, and to stop living your life based on how can we line up to avoid anything going wrong today. This person doesn't live in that energy. They live in how can I meet today in the best way that I can so that I can appreciate every aspect of it. They are trying their intention on a daily basis. Your person's intention is to live from a place of faith and presence. And so vibrationally there is a gap. What you don't know is that this person wants to provide for you, take care of you, and offer you with this long-term stable relationship. This is a committed person. If this is your person, if this is your reading so far, this person is focusing on their career, their money as well, because they want to be able to take care of you and offer you something solid. And what you don't realize is the romance that they have shown you, the vulnerability that they have shown you, the emotional aspect of self that your person has shown you is not natural to, it's not something they've shown anyone else. It's something that they find themselves automatically doing with you because you're so special to them. And because of the connection that you have with your person. Okay, let's take a look at what is it that you're... So what is at the base? Some of you are blocked. Some of you have blocked your person, or they've blocked you. There's blocked communication here. What is at the base of this relationship, of this connection currently? Okay, so there's a lot of daydreaming, fantasizing, reminiscing on the good times that you guys have had. And this is done as if it's in the past tense. And so this connection cannot evolve and show up in the present as the evolved and the new version and the better expanded version of this connection, because you're constantly thinking of it in the past tense, which means you're constantly manifesting that it is yesterday's news. What crosses that is that your person wants to take a leap of faith, wants to trust that everything's going to work out and just take a leap of faith towards you. What is it that your person thinks of you? Your person thinks that you are stuck, that you are stuck in a mindset, stuck in a situation, stuck in a belief, stuck in your fears, and all you have to do is open your eyes and realize that that is not reality. Reality, which is what we see, your reality is based on what you've calibrated to. If you've constantly looked at everything that's going wrong in the world because you're so worried that you're not going to be up to date and this is going to affect you negatively, you don't realize you've calibrated to everything that goes wrong. And so that becomes your reality. You start to notice everything that goes wrong before you even notice everything that's going right. And then there are some people, some of you, who have decided that you're going to focus on the well-being in the world. And so it's easier for you to focus on the well-being in your life and in every situation. That's what you calibrated to. Your person sees you as being stuck in some way, and you know how this resonates for you. But you are not stuck. You just need to, it's a mental pattern. You just need to recalibrate. You need to change how you process. You need to release the ego constructs and start to use your base of your focus from the bigger version of yourself, which is your soul self, and not from your mind and your ego. Your person feels deep emotion for you. This person is in love with you and wants to make you this romantic offer, wants to offer you their heart, their emotions. Wants a new beginning, new understanding with you. What is it that your person hides? Your person sees you as their happily ever after. As I said, this is someone that sees you as being their perfect person, their ideal, having the house, home, hearth, money in the bank, your power couple, having this, just having it all. Your person sees themselves having it all with you, a stable connection, a stable life together. And this is what your person is working towards marriage, towards taking your connection to a higher level of commitment. But they've come too far to settle for a relationship that is not going to honor the evolution and the beauty of this connection. They've come too far and they've worked too hard to settle for codependence and for seeking validation and happiness in one another. And when they know that it is in a healthy dynamic, your person is independent. They know that their happiness is their job and their responsibility. They take care of that and they meet you somewhere in the middle. You are emotionally independent and you take care of your own happiness. You make sure that you are happy. You are focused on your goals and it's these independent people who are doing dynamic things in the world, who takes care of themselves first, who knows how to love themselves. And so they are these powerful beings who come together and dance in the middle. This is a dynamic connection. And accepting lower vibrational behavior and ways of looking at one another just will not work here. Jealousy, insecurity, fear, doubt, codependence, projection, those kinds of things. Your person plans to give this relationship the respect, the time, the space that it needs so that it can show up only in the highest regard. And your person believes that you will have celebration, you will have reunion, you will have reconciliation, and you will celebrate with your loved ones and your friends and be happy. This period will be something that is looked upon as a blessing. This is a twin flame connection for many of you. For some of you, this looks like a very strong soulmate connection. A very strong soulmate connection here. But really, it could be a twin flame connection because there are certain challenges that the universe is just, and that this connection is just not going to tolerate, and is expecting you to constantly learn from and elevate, learn from and elevate, learn from and elevate. Your person knows it's not just about choosing you, it's about choosing themselves, and you being an automatic part of them, the self that is them. That's why I'm saying it does feel like a twin flame connection. And you want to ground this. You don't see why things can't just happen, why things have to be complicated, and why can't it just be grounded? Why can't, you guys just do what you need to do to be in order to be together? Because what you need to understand is everything is energy and frequency. We've been taught to take action. Take action towards what you want. Take action towards what you believe is right. And it's not action. Action doesn't change anything. It's energy. Your energy and your vibration has to line up with that which you want to allow into your life. So if you take the action to show, that's why I always say acts of kindness, it's an act. It's got to be a state of being. Kindness has to be a state of being. Love has to be a state. It has to be your state of being. Forgiveness has to be your state of being. Peace has to be your state of being. Peace is not something that you choose. Which actions can I take so that I can have peace? So let me please these people and please those people so that hopefully I can have peace. It doesn't work that way. And awakening and spiritual awakening helps you to understand that. So you've got to line up with the energy before you try and enforce the action here. Okay, what is your person's hopes? What is your person's hopes and possible fears? The person hopes to be able to come in towards you with clear communication. Your person hopes that you will come to the realization that certain things, certain beliefs, certain energy vibrations that you keep active, certain whatever you are focusing on, there are certain things that you do that cause you more pain than anything else. And you're the only person that can decide to stop doing that. No one else has any control over that. Only you. To cut out that which hinders you. To cut out that which holds you apart from being with your person. From understanding and respecting where they are in their process. And from understanding and respecting your process. And not being fearful, understanding that this energy, this love will continue to exist whether you are together in the 3D or not, long after you leave this life experience. Not to look upon it from a place of lack. Okay, so the outcome here, you're very dominant in your person's energy, okay, but for some of you there is another situation that your person is in that you would like for them to leave because you feel that that is what blocks or hinders you coming together and being together. Okay, your person doesn't see it in the same way. But it doesn't matter because that's how you see it. And it makes you doubt your person's character and your person's intentions. As I've said to you right in the beginning, your person is in the energy of being very self-centered and doing what feels right for them. And so their choices and their actions are not going to be to meet your approval. And my recommendation to you is, it doesn't change their intention with you. It doesn't change how they feel. This is just where they are at in their process. But this is something that's very important to come to realize and to understand. Just because somebody loves us and just because somebody sees us as being their everything doesn't mean that they are in their energy to offer us what it is that we want at that moment in time or what we believe we deserve. It is therefore your job to make sure in every decision that you make and everything that you do on a daily basis that you are offering yourself and making sure you give yourself what you deserve. Don't harbor thoughts and beliefs that keep you in misery, that affect your self-worth, that affect your confidence. Don't keep checking what's happening with this person on a daily basis. Are they getting closer to recognizing my worth? Because then you are trying to find your worth and your validation in them. They're not at a place where they can do that for you. They already know that you are amazing. So to them, it's not something they've got to reach for. They know your value. You don't know your value. If you are spending your days going through your social media to see whether or not they acknowledge you, are they getting closer to recognizing you? Is there a message from them? What are they saying to you? Are they letting you know that you are important? Are they opening up to making decisions that are going to line up with what it is that you need right now? Because it's not their job to do that. It's your job to do that for you. And if you are searching and looking for your peace and your comfort and your love in them, that is where the sadness, the grief, the misery, that is what you are choosing for you on a day-to-day basis. So you are not loving on yourself right then. You're causing yourself misery because you cannot accept and trust that this is just this person's process. And your process right now is to learn to do right by you on a day-to-day basis. And sometimes that means get off the subject that is them. Your person is in the energy of self-growth and self-healing. And as I said, your person does love you. But they are confused about so many things. And the best thing that your person could have done is to move away from trying to make any decisions that they are not yet ready to make. And to bask in what does feel good, and to bask in what they are clear about, which has got to do with their work, their purpose, how they can treat themselves with more love and care on a day-to-day basis. And believe me, this is good. You need to do the same thing. If you line up with the work if you shift your focus from this person and what it is they're doing or what they're not doing, and you can just release them in love and light, knowing that this is going to last. It's going to exist forever in energy and frequency, even if it is never part of your 3D reality. And shift your focus to yourself and the relationship that is that with self. And make you a priority and find reasons to be happy and to be in an energy of appreciation every day. Rising your frequency and your elevation, your person is going to come towards you. If you don't know how to do this and this reading resonates with you, contact me. My email is in the description box below. Don't try and force this with your person right now. They are not in an energy where they are ready to make you and your feelings, and they're not there to line up yet. The two of you are not an energetic match right now. And your person is in a very self-centered, narcissistic energy right now. And part of our individuation process and our healing means that we go through a narcissistic phase. So a lot of people have a lot of shaming when about narcissists. But let me tell you something. We can all take a good look in the mirror. We've all had a narcissistic phase. And the more there is someone in our life that triggers us because they have narcissistic tendencies, the more we are probably in that very same energy, but we don't see it. Because it's always easier to see the other person. So we need to stop. The ego has a tendency to want to make things right or wrong. So that I can be right, that person needs to be wrong. There's no right or wrong here. Sometimes we need to expand. We're in a time now where expansion is the thing. which means that we have ebb and flow in our relationships, in the relationship with self, and so forth. It's not always going to look a particular way. We're not at a place anymore where we want to settle. When we want big things, we need to be a vibrational match to those big things. Okay? So, if this resonates with you, beloved, and you know that your guides are calling you to line up energetically and to do your work and to tap into the message that is the answer here and the key, then contact me. Okay? Some more advice for my collective. Okay. Something that you thought was finished bursts back into your life. It's your person. But you have to take care of yourself. And you have to be willing to find your solutions in the dark. When things are uncomfortable, when you don't know what's going on. In your dark night of the soul, that's when you need to be willing to find your medicine. That's when you need to be willing to go with the old crone or the witch into the woods, where she shows you the medicine, where she guides you and tells you where to collect and harvest all that you need. That is what process work is about. Okay? Beautiful energy, powerful energy. I am not speaking to your average Joe. Those of you who this message resonates with, you are powerful beings. You are healers. You are light beings. You've come here. You are at the forefront of expansion. You are healers. You are seers. This is a divine connection. And this is a valuable part of your growth and your journey. And of the expansion on a whole for the collective. You are not in this alone. You are not doing this just for you. You are doing this for the collective. We are all in this together. Do what is best for you guys. Love and light to you. And I'll see you next time.